think your English is flawless. 99% of people fail this tricky grammar test, and I guarantee question 15 will completely stump you. Let's see if you have what it takes to get a perfect 30 out of 30. 1. Everybody ready for the lesson to begin? Indefinite pronouns like everybody, everyone, nobody, and someone always take a singular verb, even though they imply a group of people. Option A is a common mistake. 2. I am looking forward to you next week. The phrase look forward to uses to as a preposition, not as part of an infinitive verb. Therefore, it must be followed by a noun or a gerund the ing form of a verb. 3. My sister is married to a doctor. In English, the correct preposition to use after the adjective married is to, not with. Saying married with is a direct, incorrect translation from many other languages. 4. Neither of the answers correct. The phrase neither of followed by a plural noun takes a singular verb in standard formal English because the subject is the singular pronoun neither. 5. I have been living in this city 10 years. The preposition for is used with a duration or period of time 10 years. Since is used with a specific starting point in time like 2014 or last Monday. 6. She is very good solving difficult math problems. When talking about skills or abilities, the adjective good is always followed by the preposition at, never in. 7. The news on TV tonight very depressing. The word news is an uncountable noun in English. Despite ending in an S, it always takes a singular verb. 8. Did you to the grocery store yesterday? When forming a question in the past simple tense using the auxiliary verb did, the main verb must always remain in its base form. 9. He is the boy who stole my backpack. Who is used as a subject pronoun for people. Whom is an object pronoun, which is used for things, and whose indicates possession. 10. I wish I had a bigger house. When using the verb wish to express a desire for a present situation to be different present unreality, we use the past simple tense. 11. I prefer reading books, watching television. When stating a general preference between two nouns or two gerunds using the verb prefer, the correct preposition is to. 12. The police currently investigating the crime scene. In English grammar, the noun police is always treated as a plural noun and therefore requires a plural verb. 13. You had better a doctor about that cough. The phrase had better is used to give strong advice and must be followed by a bare infinitive, which is the base form of the verb without the word to. 14. It is high time we back home. The expression it is time or it is high time followed by a subject requires a past simple verb to indicate that an action should have already been done. 15. Hard work is the key to success. When the noun key is used metaphorically to mean the solution or the way to achieve something, it is followed by the preposition to. 16. The suspect denied the expensive watch. The verb deny is one of several specific verbs in English that must be followed directly by a gerund verb plusing, not an infinitive. 17. I am not used up so early in the morning. In the structure be used to meaning be accustomed to, the word to acts as a preposition. Prepositions must be followed by a noun or a gerund. 18. The terrible weather. We decided to go hiking anyway. In spite of is a prepositional phrase followed by a noun. Despite does not take the word of, and although requires a full subject and verb clause. 19. Scarcely had I arrived at the station, the train departed. The correlative conjunction scarcely is always paired with when to indicate that one event happened almost immediately after another. 20. If I you, I would apologize to her immediately. In the second conditional, which expresses a hypothetical or unreal present situation, the verb to be becomes were for all subjects in formal English. 21. It is essential that she the mandatory meeting tomorrow. This requires the subjunctive mood. After expressions of necessity like it is essential that, the verb in the following clause must be in its bare, uninflected base form. 22. Not only the final exam, but she also got a scholarship. When a sentence begins with a negative or restrictive phrase like not only, it requires negative inversion, meaning the auxiliary verb must come before the subject. 23. The committee strongly divided in their opinions on the matter. Collective nouns like committee take a plural verb when the members of the group are acting individually or disagreeing with one another. 24. No sooner had the football game started, it began to pour rain. The phrase no sooner is an adverbial expression of time that is strictly paired with the conjunction then, not when or then. 25. The man I thought was my best friend betrayed me. Who is the correct subject pronoun for the verb was? The phrase I thought is an inserted parenthetical clause that tricks people into incorrectly using the object pronoun whom. 26. Little about the massive surprise party that awaited him. Sentences starting with restrictive or negative adverbs like little, never, or rarely require subject auxiliary inversion, placing the auxiliary verb before the subject. 27. If he had driven more carefully, he'd the accident. The third conditional requires would have plus a past participle. Since the main verb is have an accident, the past participle is had, making the correct structure would not have had. 28. He is one of the employees who always working late. In the phrase one of the plural noun who, the relative pronoun who refers back to the plural noun employees, so the following verb must also be plural. 29. The end of next month, she will have been working here for 5 years. The preposition by is used with future perfect tenses to indicate a deadline, meaning not later than or at that point in time. 30. Had I known about the terrible traffic, I'd try a different route. This is an inverted third conditional sentence replacing if I had known. It requires the perfect conditional form would have plus the past participle taken in the main clause.